This happened days ago. On Sunday night in Houston, Texas, a babysitter couldn't reach the family she worked for. She waited. She tried again Monday. Still nothing. She called the police. Houston police arrived at 2113 Kingston Street, River Oaks, one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in the United States. They went inside. 4 people were dead, all of them shot. The children were found in their beds.
The latest on a tragedy in Houston's River Oaks neighborhood. A couple and their children were found dead last night. It is just horrific.
Just so tragic to have little kids. I love kids. It's just so tragic.
The woman's name was Fieri Mitchell. She was 39 years old. She was 7 months pregnant. Before we go any further, you need to know who she was, because this story belongs to her.
Hi, I'm T. Mitchell, owner of Traveler's Table and Traveler's Cart.
Launchpad, I think you guys both come in with food, so that's an A+ in my book. And also yours come in with some fun too.
Welcome to Darkest Crimes. Fieri Mitchell was born in Houston, the daughter of Vietnamese immigrants. She grew up in kitchens, not metaphorically, literally. Her grandmother ran a Vietnamese restaurant. Her mother did too. From the time Thai was a child, she understood that food was not just sustenance. It was identity. It was family. It was the way a community holds itself together in a new country.
And for the lady, perhaps a salad?
Perhaps not. I'll have the steak smothered in onions, a rack of ribs, pasta with extra garlic, French fries with lots of vinegar, and a side of onion rings with lots and lots of sauerkraut.
She studied at the University of Houston, then earned a master's in human relations from Penn State. She went into the corporate world, human resources leadership roles in 3 Fortune 500 companies. She understood people, how they work, how they lead, how they thrive. And then she met Matthew, and everything changed direction. In 2019, they opened Traveler's Table together. 520 Westheimer Road, Montrose, Houston. One restaurant, one concept. Every table set with condiments and flavors from a different country. One dish from every corner of the world. A culinary world tour in a single room. She appeared on diners, drive-ins and dives. On Beat Bobby Flay.
Menu items are fantastic. Traveler's Table, come on down and see them. Guys, if you haven't been here, put it on your list.
On Guy's Grocery Games, 3 separate Food Network appearances. National recognition earned. In 2025, the Houston chapter of the Texas Restaurant Association named her Restaurateur of the Year. Her peers voted for her, but what the awards don't capture is what the people who knew her describe. She mentored younger restaurateurs. She appeared on panels about immigrant entrepreneurship. She made space for people who were just starting. A photographer named Kim Pham said publicly, "She was one of the first people who allowed me to photograph her while I was still learning. She trusted me. Whenever I photograph someone, I promise that moment will outlive them." Sandy Nguyen, co-owner of Saigon Hustle, said, "She was a force who commanded respect through her presence, through her conviction, through her voice. The balance of honesty and heart she carried was rare." In a 2023 interview, Thai said, "Travel is what built our life and our career. It is the foundation of our relationship."
My husband was in the pharmaceutical industry before. At the time, I was still a corporate. I was an HR director. Both of us put that, the time and effort into growing it. And then we both took the risks financially for that.
She was 7 months pregnant when she died. 7 months. The baby was past viability. Almost certainly had a name being considered, a nursery being planned, a future being imagined.
Houston police gave us an update here on scene in the last 30 minutes, and they believe this is a murder-suicide. The Houston Fire Department said 4 people are dead, a father, pregnant mother, and 2 kids.
Many are grieving the loss of an entire family in the River Oaks area after Houston police say a man fatally shot his 2 young children and wife before then killing himself.
The couple owned 2 popular Montrose restaurants.
5 people died in that house. One of them never took a breath. Maya Mitchell was 8 years old. 8 years old means 2nd or 3rd grade. It means a backpack with something on it she chose herself. It means knowing her friends' names by heart. It means already having a sense of who she wanted to be. Her mother was Vietnamese American. Her father had traveled across Europe and lived in London and Paris. Maya was the daughter of 2 people who believed the world was worth exploring. Max was 4 years old. 4 years old is the age of pure discovery. Everything is new. Buses, butterflies, rain on a window. Every ordinary thing is still extraordinary. He would have grown up in the kitchen of a restaurant that took people on a journey around the world without leaving their seats. He would have known the smell of Japanese oysters and Nigerian suya before he could read. Both children were found in their beds, asleep, in their rooms, in the home their parents had built for them.
We are following the latest developments in the deaths of a family of 4 in the River Oaks area. It happened off of Kingston Street near Kirby Drive.
A tragic incident in the River Oaks area last night. A mother and her 2 young children are dead, along with their father, who police say shot them before turning the gun on himself.
None of this was their fault. They had done nothing. They were children. Matthew Mitchell was not a man who did one thing. He graduated from Emory University. He studied in France, Italy, and at Oxford. He worked as a journalist, London, Paris, New York. He traveled, he wrote, he moved through the world. Then he came back to Houston, earned an MBA from Rice University's Jones School of Management, moved into pharmaceuticals, eventually became president and CEO of the Texas Center for Drug Development. 14 years in that industry, then he left it behind entirely. He enrolled in the culinary arts program at the Art Institute of Houston, started over, trained in restaurant kitchens, and in 2019, with Thai, he opened Traveler's Table.
I had a background, certainly in my 20s, went to school in Europe and then was kind of traveled around the world as a writer and a journalist, and was fortunate to get exposed to lots of different cuisines, and even back then kind of had this idea of somehow bringing all that to one place so we could sort of explore the world through food and drink.
In 2023, they launched Foreign Fare, a clothing brand built around the same concept as the restaurant. Travel-inspired, wrinkle-free, water-repellent, the jet-setter jacket, the flight jumpsuit, the wrap-me-up dress, a runway show held inside Traveler's Table. Guests ate Nigerian suya skewers and Japanese oysters. There were cocktails. One of them was called the Foreign Correspondent. The other one, Happy Wife, Happy Life. That was the name they gave a cocktail at the happiest public event they ever held together. In 2024, they opened Traveler's Cart, a global street food concept, another chapter, another reinvention. From the outside, Matthew Mitchell was an admirable story, a man who kept starting over and building something new. Every time, 52 years old, a wife, 2 children, an unborn baby, a $1.2 million home in River Oaks, 2 restaurants, a clothing brand, national television, no criminal history, no prior domestic disturbance calls to the house. HPD confirmed it. He had once called 911 himself about a trespasser. He was a man in his community, normal, present. And then on a Sunday night in May, he was not. Sunday evening, May 3rd into May 4th, 2026. The Mitchell family stopped responding. No messages, no calls. The babysitter waited, tried again. Still nothing. On Monday, May 5th, the babysitter and a family member together called the police. A welfare check was requested. HPD arrived at 2113 Kingston Street, 5:26 p.m. They entered the house. Inside, 4 people dead.
East inside of the residence. At this point, we believe it's a murder-suicide. That's all the information we can give you at this time. Police were the first ones to make entry into the residence.
It is a story that is touching people all over the Houston area. A family of 4 found dead inside their home in River Oaks in an apparent murder-suicide.
Well, tonight, the mother and father have been identified as a power couple in Houston's restaurant scene. Matthew and Thai Mitchell own the popular Travelers Table restaurant in Montrose.
Cause of death for each: gunshot wound to the head. The children were in their beds. The Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences officially recorded the deaths at 6:11 p.m. Monday. The medical examiner's findings: Matthew Mitchell, suicide. Thai Mitchell, homicide. Maya Mitchell, homicide. Maxwell Mitchell, homicide.
Earlier, a worker here at Travelers Table confirmed the couple's connection to the restaurant, but when we tried to ask more questions, we were asked to leave. Still, for many in Houston's booming food scene, this isn't just a headline, it's a loss they're feeling personally.
The investigation is active. No official motive has been released. No suicide note was found. No final message. But investigators, according to People magazine, are specifically examining the business finances. Travelers Table. Foreign fare. Multiple sources have confirmed that the businesses had been experiencing significant pressure. Financial strain. A clothing brand that had not performed as hoped. The weight of building 2 restaurants and a fashion label simultaneously. Whether that pressure, alone or alongside other factors, contributed to what happened on Sunday night.
Houston police found this family dead after they say the family's babysitter called 911 for a welfare check, not knowing the horrible acts of violence that unfolded in this home across the street from where we are.
Investigators do not yet know, and may never fully know, because the only person who could answer is gone. Thai's sister, Lai Mai, posted on Facebook. She wrote, "It is with broken hearts that we share that my sister Thai and her beloved children, Maya and Max, passed away Monday night." She did not write what happened. She did not name Matthew. She did not explain. She wrote, "passed away." Because sometimes grief doesn't let you write the full truth. Not in public, not immediately, not when you have to be the one to tell the world what happened to your sister and her children. She ended with, "Our family is deeply mourning. We ask for privacy during this difficult time." Just imagine it. Waking up, reading what had happened, and then having to find words for all of it. The news broke on a Monday, and on Tuesday morning, the staff of Travelers Table came to work. They had spent the night processing what had happened to the woman who had built this restaurant.
Well, now to this. 2 popular Montrose restaurants owned by the late Thai and Matthew Mitchell will remain open following the couple's deaths earlier this week. Travelers Table and Travelers Card announcing on social media both restaurants will continue operating during normal business hours.
To the children who had grown up around it, to the family that was Travelers Table, and they came in anyway. They opened the doors, they cooked, they served. The restaurant released a statement. "We thank our loyal staff who came in despite these difficult circumstances. We ask for privacy and unity. Hospitality comes from within, and to honor Travelers' legacy, we will continue welcoming you."
And she was always on her toes, doing some events and all. Planning was her perfect, that always kept her charm, and that's how she was always, from the very beginning till the end, she was very supportive to the restaurant industry.
Emily Williams-Knight, president of the Texas Restaurant Association, said, "We are devastated to hear about the death of Thai Mitchell. Thai was a shining star. Her peers chose her as the 2025 Restaurateur of the Year. We will remember her as a ray of light." Craig Howard, president of the Houston Restaurant Association, said, "We invited Thai onto the board because we saw her as a bright star. They seemed like a successful power couple doing everything together."
Mitchells were the owners of the popular restaurants, the Travelers Table and Travelers Card.
Yeah, but tonight we're learning more about the wife's impact on the community that went beyond the family business. And
guys, the restaurant community, just like you mentioned, is just in shock. We're talking chefs, foodies, everyone who knew the couple, but also the local fashion community. See, T. Mitchell, she actually had her own clothing line.
I want to revisit your story.
Outside the house on Kingston Street, flowers arrived. Photographs, candles, strangers who had never met them standing in front of the house because the city needed somewhere to put its grief.
They're definitely closer to tea, and we even have our monthly girls' night out, you know, with all the girls that work in the food industry. Tea, oh my God, she's
heartbreaking. Yes, very. It's just you feel for the family and for them, and it's just tragic. Too much violence.
Houston is a close-knit city, especially its restaurant community, and when one of their own is lost, they don't look away. Traveler's Table is still open every day in Thai's name. Thy Mitchell said in 2023, "Travel is what built our life and our career. It is the foundation of our relationship."
My husband was in the pharmaceutical industry before. At the time, I was still a corporate. I was an HR director. Both of us put that, you know, the time and effort into growing it, and then we both took the risks financially for that.
She built a restaurant so other people could travel without leaving their seats. She wanted Maya and Max to see Vietnam and France and Japan. She was planning that trip for a baby who hadn't been born yet. From the outside, everything was the dream. From the inside, something was happening that no one around them could see. No note, no warning, no explanation. Investigators are still working. The why may never be fully known. What is known? Thy Mitchell, 39, restaurateur, mentor, mother, 7 months pregnant, a force in every room she walked into. Maya Mitchell, 8 years old, her mother's daughter, Maxwell Mitchell, 4 years old, just beginning to understand the world, and a child who never took a first breath, who had a whole life ahead of them. If there is someone in your life who has gone quiet, who seems to be carrying something they haven't put into words, ask them, just ask, are you okay? Really okay? Because Thy and her children cannot come back, but maybe that question, for someone else, can change something. 988, Suicide and Crisis, Lifeline. Call or text 988. Free, 24/7, National Domestic Violence Hotline. 1-800-799-7233. Subscribe to Darkest Crimes. We will continue following this investigation as it develops. And drop a comment. Tell us, not about the crime. Tell us about Thy. What part of her story stayed with you? Because she deserves to be remembered for more than how she died.